beautiful stars. Reading time. When the games backfire. We've got someone triggered. Okay, yellow card's you, red card's connecting energy. Main collective. Oh, got a miracle coming in and then someone in prison of regret. I'm hearing an irrational decision was made. Like I said, I feel you've got someone, if not multiple people, highly triggered by you right now. So if you're calling in some powerful manifestations and your life seems to be on the up and up, especially someone trapped in regret, that would be quite triggering. Number 73, the gates of miracles are opening for you right now. The impossible becomes possible. Wow. There's someone trapped in their past mistakes. Hold on. I just want to get these quickly. Let's get specific. What's this prison of regret? Oh, God. All right, we've got the devil in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe this person's a little self-focused. Hold on. One more. Oh, juggling. Okay, there could be some negative karmic connections in this person. This is about toxicity, codependence, physical, emotional abuse. You want to hope that this person hasn't done that to you, this collective. But I think it's over their approach, especially when it comes to this dynamic. This is a very kind of manipulative, self-focused kind of energy. And very imbalanced, especially with the Two of Pentacles here. I just feel this person, there's something here about their back and forth, and she can be a perfectionist. This person could be an extreme overthinker. There can definitely be an earth sign as well here. I think the lack of grounded emotion, maybe the environment they're choosing to be in, things that they're codependent on. I feel this person's life is completely off balance, and if they're looking in on you and you're manifesting miracles and your life seems to be on the up and up, oh, I feel this person's highly triggered. I want one more. The wheel is at play. Okay, with these cards here, I'm surprised that didn't come up in reverse. I just think for this person, life just kind of seems to be working against them. But I think for a long time, this reminds me of someone, and we've got so many collectives here. It's like you're connected to people that are just blamers. And I just keep staring at this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and I actually think for a long time, I'm not saying this to upset you, I feel this person had you under the veil of this, that you were a little bit manipulative. That's another, it's kind of a possessive energy as well, very self-focused. Maybe you were all work, no play. You could have been quite jealous. I feel this is an energy for a long time held a little bit of resentment and anger, especially when it came to energy. I feel this is regret for how they viewed this situation, right? I do think this person has other people like this in their life right now that they're being reflected, certain toxic behavior to kind of wake them up a little bit. But I just feel this person, especially when it comes to this dynamic, they're very back and forth with you. And there's clearly something here that, I don't know if you've had a recent enter or this person kind of returned, but unfortunately still had the perception of you, right? Not aware, subconsciously, that you were this kind of personality trait, right? So even approaching you, they would have been highly receptive and very critical to certain emotion that you were putting on the table, if you knew it or not, if they knew it or not, right? But this wheel, it's about change. It's about, it's time. It's about expansion. It is about karma, but being upright, it's a very destined energy. And I just feel, I don't think this person realized the resentment or the torment they had in their soul, right, when it came to you and this dynamic. I feel this person is someone, and we talk about this all the time, when someone's self-unaware, right, and they have an argument with someone they love or anyone, they go to people like family and friends and they can relay certain arguments, certain things, but unfortunately they really can manipulate those things to their favor because they're wanting to be validated for the actions that they've just kind of put on the table, right? And I'm just feeling for you and this dynamic. I feel this person just lets everyone into their business, right? And after time, it's like this person started to truly believe their own manipulation through this dynamic and the damage that was caused here, right? If this person is around nothing but this, it's a reflection of who they are. I always say we call in people to wake us up. And if they have just got all of this kind of energy around them, there's a point in life we have to stop blaming and ask, well, why does this keep coming in? What is my lesson in all this? Why every time I get rid of a certain meat suit, another one comes in, but 10 times worse? What is it about me, right? And I feel this person, part of their regret here is, I don't think they genuinely understood how tarnished they made you in their mind. So even whatever this last point was, like, I think this person, and I know this sounds silly, but this is what subconscious energy does. And I always say, you don't know when you're building resentment for someone. You don't get it. Now, let's just say this person has, not just now, but continuously sees you on the up and up. This energy would have started to eat away at them if they knew it or not, right? But every time this person enters your life, it's like they're wanting so much more than what they offer. But because they've got all of this subconscious pent-up emotion about you and this dynamic, and clearly they don't voice it, the littlest thing you do, it validates their perception, if they know it or not. And I think this is why this person has been so back and forth with you, right? I genuinely feel, and I tell you guys this all the time, especially if you've got people that haven't spoken to you in ages and they just pop up, that means you're consumed in their mind. No matter how they approach, let it be a wave, let it be an ad, let it be whatever, you're consumed up here, right? And I just feel this person, every time they wanted something more here, but because of this, it's like that would just be trigger central, right? If you knew it or not, you could have been coming off nice as pie. Oh, they're trying to manipulate me, or whatever the case, right? If you were trying to speak your own needs, oh, they're just being selfish. They're being self-focused, because this is what was imprinted here, right? Remember what I said before? It's like the littlest thing you would do would validate this. And now I feel this person starting to understand they were never seeing this right. This back and forth, what their life is like. How did I view them like this? I think spirits lined up some true toxic people, right? True manipulative people, true selfish people, to understand. Like, if you're someone that's manifesting miracles right now, you are connected. And whenever I get this deck, you guys are my, everyone in this world is cosmic and magical. Whenever I go for this, you're very aligned universally. And again, I think this person's biggest form of regret right now is the way they treated you, because they never saw this right. I want a couple more. Don't make it fit. This collective, I always say, I'm not here to tell you how to feel, I'm here to confirm it. You as a collective, you would understand that this person has some form of resentment and anger towards you with how they keep treating you, especially if they're so back and forth and they orbit your life. But every time they come in and orbit, it's just worse and worse behavior, right? probably never knew where it was coming from, but you would have felt that there had to be some form of anger that this person had towards you to keep treating you this way. Yeah, their lack of mindfulness, their possessiveness, right? This person has held back so much emotion because of a scarcity mindset. When the games backfire, I think you're connected to someone. Their mask works with so many people. It's like the worse they treat others, the more they would attract, and I'm saying this, I hope I don't offend anyone. This person, their games would work on people that don't have self-love, that have no worthiness. The worse they treat someone, the more they chase them, right? Clearly didn't work for this dynamic. Clearly didn't work for this collective. Maybe in the past it did, but this creature of habit, they just put you in the category of the rest, right? But then every time they're away, the intensity of wanting to come, it would just intensify every time. I'm just feeling someone very, very, I'm going to be honest, a little bit nasty. Always trying to have control of the situation because of their fear. One more. And I'm also hearing just subconsciously for this person with you, I don't think they ever had control of their emotions, so it would add to the resentment and the nastiness towards you because they'd lose themselves in you. And you got 4 of Swords in reverse here, and this card specifies ghosting. So again, couldn't control their emotion, they'd ghost you, they'd block you. It's like they'd come in, right, wouldn't get their way, or you'd stand up for yourself, or you wouldn't chase them like the others, and they'd get the shits, right? They never had control over you and your energy. And I think this person was a little bit delusional, and maybe it's just been of recent. You've made it very clear they've got no hold of your emotion, right? And I think this person, part of their regret, I think they feel a little bit foolish. They're burnt out over the ghosting here, the stagnation. It's exhausting them. They're feeling restless now, but they're still trying to hold on to control, right? By staying silent. And again, pattern in this person's life. I think this person is used to people chasing them, the worse they treat them. So this collective, just straight off the bat, sit in these miracles that you are manifesting right now. This just seems very messy. One more. Oh, so they see you as a soul connection. How their life was sweeter with you. The tender moments. But look at behind it all. Like, you want to hope that's them starting to understand their games, right? Hold on, I want to see your perspective on this person. Oh, sorry. You could have had an ignition around a full moon, the last full moon, or this full moon, or the next full moon. You got a cosmic trigger over you. 3 of Swords. I think you're starting to realize, I don't think you're in heartbreak, but the pain this person has caused you, right? But this is paired with, you have emotional awareness now over this 3 of Swords. You went through a climax. You're moving on. Cycle completion, right? Don't make it fit. That's what I'm feeling. I feel you guys gave this person a big fat wake-up call, right? And as soon as you did, you started seeing the whole situation clearly. Like I said before, I actually think this collective, this person's games, they were working on you for probably a long time. But now you must really be coming into alignment and sense of self, because I just think this behavior for you now, you just seeing, I reckon you feel sorry for them. They're just a broken, I'm going to say it, they seem like a broken child, right? That Knight of Wands in reverse. Wounded teenage boy. That's nice. But I think that's you. You've conquered your self-doubt. You're changing the direction, right? I don't think you would ever be able to... Not be able to. I just don't think you would ever accept this again, this collective, right? But there's still parts of you that... I don't want to say make amends. If things are done differently, right? Change. Maybe there's a part of you. But right now, this cosmic trigger over this Three of Swords... Maybe as well, that's what that cosmic trigger, it's just always the same. It's never different, right? Especially if you're on a journey of self-discovery and you keep healing and moving forward, right? So you're progressing with your healing, your life, and then every time this person back and forth, they're exactly the same, if not worse. You'd be thinking, what am I doing, right? And this is what happens when you truly start to heal. The people that you used to be enticed to in the past, they give you the ick, right? And I kind of feel that's this dynamic. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. The lack of support, they're disgenuine. It could have caused family issues here. The discord. It's your perspective on this, it's just broken. One more. Moon. It does still bring up some fear, but the illusions here. Maybe you're questioning, why were you bound to this illusion state when it came to this person? I think this person has had a lot of things here hidden, but the deception of this person, maybe you feel your intuition's been blocked because of this person. It could have been your blind spot here. I think the biggest thing I'm feeling from this collective, the perspective, it's that question mark. It's the why. It's the what was the lesson in this? Why was I drawn to this for so long? Especially because there's never been change, right? A lot of opinions here. They're temperamental, they're demanding, they're not easily moved, they're stubborn, unyielding. Makes sense. One more. They're non-committal, that they're just this free spirit. So maybe you know this person is just prone to situationships, they've got commitment issues. Yeah, you're reassessing. You're like, I need to make adjustments here. I need to get my priorities straight. Maybe once upon a time you did have a commitment, and maybe that's what you were holding on to, especially with that Four of Wands being there. If once upon a time this person gave you commitment and all you've seen ever since then is a non-committal kind of energy, maybe that's what you were holding on to, the potential. But now, for the right collective, I just think whatever this cosmic trigger has been for you, you're seeing them a lot differently, that's for sure. I just want one more here, how they see you as a person. That Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I think that's what they're in regret. That Sun wanted to come out then, wouldn't surprise me. How do they see you as a person? Okay. One more. Well, clearly, Six of Wands. I think this is more they see you as a missed opportunity. I'm going to be honest. Maybe, especially because their games don't work on you anymore, maybe when they were aligned with you, you were a little bit, I don't want to say depressed, but you emotionally, you weren't as strong as you were now, right? This is a card of being very reluctant, wary, again, a little bit of depression. But that paired with the Six of Wands, this is my card of fame, right? Manifesting miracles. You're in triumph. You're in victory. You're confident. This is a card of confidence, right? Then we've got someone like this. I think they remember the old you, right? Especially because everything they do to you now, even if they did it in the past. In the past, I think this collective, especially because you went through a 3 of Swords with this person, if you were broken like this 4 of Cups, you would have chased them. You would have chased them. And this collective, you don't do that anymore, right? Now they're seeing that you get recognition, that you're valued. Again, stand center stage. You're successful. You've hit your triumph. Of course, that'd be kind of just subconscious, not even subconsciously, forefront of their mind, how reluctant you are towards them, wary of their intentions, right? I feel this is more, especially with this being paired with this, you're one big fat missed opportunity, right? In their eyes. Let's get one more. That you've walked away. 8 of Cups. That you've released what doesn't serve you anymore. Again, I think that's them seeing you as a missed opportunity now. You've released them. They emotionally unfulfill you. You've moved on from it. And they're kind of feeling the right thing. There's clearly something in your soul that maybe still calls for this person. Or maybe you actually are watching this in frustration. Maybe it isn't even a longing. Maybe you could be a little bit vengeful in the soul right now and just watching because you want to know that they're going through a bit of pain for what they've done, which isn't the best thing, but yeah, Judgment. They've clearly really affected you. For you to be manifesting miracles while they're trapped in regret, I think it's taken you a long time to come into alignment with this one for this collective. But let's just get a couple more and I'm really going to break it down. So it's your ancestors right now that are activating this in you. I'm blocking. That means you've got a protection field around you right now. It's calling forth your ancestral guidance. They'd be standing around you like an army. Whatever this miracle that's coming in for you, this is a big key, not just for your past, but I always say this journey isn't just your past home, it's everyone that's come before you. So you're being very heavily protected right now. So the wisdom of those before you are supporting your journey right now. Maybe you're feeling a lot more wise as well. Oh my God, your empowerment spiral. So you are in empowerment. Good. Whatever this was with this person, you alchemized. I think you finally got your power back. Maybe you've been saying that as well. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my energy. I'm going back to saying maybe you're watching this from a little bit of a vengeful place. Just be careful, right? Because you've clearly got some magical energy around you. And clearly that you've been through a lot because of this person, but you wouldn't want to wish that on anyone, right? You're being very protected. Maybe you can feel the wrath from your ancestors that are around you and mistaking it for your own, but you're amplifying your inner strength right now. So you were definitely releasing these shackles with greatness. Maybe it's just the thought pattern, maybe especially if they've been a habit in your mind for a very long time. It's hard to break craving someone like this, but just remember those games don't work on you anymore. So those moments that it comes over you, you just, like I said before, if this person's in reflection of that behavior and that's what they're regretting, that's actually a good thing. But let's get one more for them. Oh, echo of lost dreams. Oh God. These person genuinely thinks that they've lost you because of their behavior, right? So just, I'm hearing this, they're tangled in a web. I'm hearing this, I'm going to say it. This collective, if you think that this person is, they're going to come in and they're going to, this collective, I'll tell you right now, this person thinks they've lost you. Their games don't work with you. That this person is going to choose this silence until, if it's destined, the universe breaks them to come forward, right? They wouldn't want their ego to be knocked right now. Are they in deep reflection? Yes. Are they in regret? Yes. But are they in regret of their behavior? I think so. But this person genuinely thinks they've lost you. So I just can't see this person having the confidence to walk in and declare all these things to you, right? They're seeing you as, you're in your 6 of Wands, right? You're triumphant, you're everything I say is for a reason. Very attractive, maybe. Very successful. So I think they're feeling a little bit sorry for themselves right now. And this is what's making them reflect on how they were resisting change, how they were resisting to see you properly, how they treated you, right? Look at that. They didn't even get a yellow card. So they're in the midst of some darkness. They're trapped in their lies and deceit. So that moon card, you're right. There is deception here. One more. Hopefully they get a yellow card. They did. Oh, this is good. We talk about this sovereignty with divines all the time. So everything they're going through makes sense with why they're seeing the toxic connections, the things they're codependent to, their mind for. It's all to find their sovereignty right now. And to find this, you guys know the fires that have to be ignited, the pain. You can't have a phoenix without that fire. It's all to claim their power so they can start ruling their domain, which means they're easily impressionable as well. Live their life through other people's lenses, behave how other people tell them to behave. Weird. They're stepping into their full power so they can lead with authority and wisdom. This will help them and will attract those who recognize their strength and leadership. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Let's get one more. I'll tell you right now, my angels, that will take time. You don't go from how we were reading someone to that in that takes time. Maybe you really did. Oh my God. They got the sacred gateway. The sands are shifting, you turn the tables. So you're one of my collectives, and I say this for true divines. The tables need to turn, the veils need to shift. You're one of my collective, the veils have shifted. They're opening a portal to new so the divine's opening up gates for them. Painful. The divine helps you by storm. So this is amazing. 35. The universe is offering them a new doorway. But I always say the universe will only meet you halfway. They need to take the leap of faith into the unknown. So they're causing destruction in this person's life for them to start creating change. You are part of that destruction, right? There's a reason a cosmic trigger came over you to be like, F this, right? You're part of this puzzle piece. But I always say you can go out kicking or screaming, or you can surrender to it. The more they kick and scream and try and hold their old life, the longer they're prolonging. If they're destined for something big, they'll get there either way. But it all comes, I always say free will, it alters our timeline, but it prolongs it, right? We've got our destined spot, but through free will, the more we deviate, the longer it's going to take to get there, right? When we're too far off, divine intervention kicks in and realigns us in a powerful way through a major tower or a very big storm. So there's clearly some good things brewing here. But finally, the sands are shifting. This collective, you'd be feeling like you can breathe again. You'd be feeling a release. Especially if you are a divine dynamic and you've broken free from the veil of the obsession and this and that. It's because you've ricocheted it now, right? Maybe they pop up here and there, but this collective, you're in such strength. It's not a longing. It's not a... Maybe it's a curiosity from time to time. But the way you're viewing this... Hold on, I've got to get more decks. I don't want to speak too soon. There's instability beneath their feet right now. Okay. Hold on. I just want to get a couple of these. So I'm just talking to myself. I wanted to see what is around you, your heart space right now. Now you got mirror, right? So maybe that's why you're drawn to watch this right now. Watch from the beginning. You can feel the ricochet, because remember I was explaining, I said they're feeling all this, but they've literally thought, they're seeing you now, missed opportunity, you've 8 of cups this, right? So this is them, the frustrated, the lack of confidence, because remember I said they won't budge in this because they don't have the confidence to, right? But you've got heart with a key. Let's just get a couple more. Hold on. I want to see what they're in. I just want to confirm that's them. That not enough. Because this collective, again, just your perspective, you'd be in so much strength right now. I can't see that being you. The self-sabotage, the jealousy, their ego, their pride, what they're reflecting on right now in that prison of regret. Hold on. Oh, way too many. But past life connection is up now. The 6 of Cups that came up. Union and in sync. Hold on, that's too many. Soulmate. Okay. But again, their confidence. Just one. Oh, the regret. Third party situation. So the devil in reverse, what they chose, what they listened to, adds to the lack of confidence. There's something here, Moon, and you know it, this collective. Again, watch from the beginning. I made you feel inadequate because 5 could be important. Someone, and I'm going over that non-committal, how you see them non-committal. If this person's always lacked confidence with this back and forth with you, we're underlining that always saw you as their wheel, their destiny, right? Again, just watch from the beginning so I don't have to explain myself. But because you wouldn't put up with that, it wouldn't surprise me if they were aligning to people that, again, would chase and make them feel confident because of their insecurities, right? I regret the pain I have caused you due to my selfishness and my physical needs. You didn't deserve being treated as an option. But again, look at how they're viewing you, seeing them right now. So it's embarrassment as well. Hold on. And they know it's because of their ego. They know it's a self-sabotage thing. And look at that, ego and insecurities. Confirmation, right? Their ego. If you really knew who I was or how I felt, so the mask, you may not love me anymore. And I'm afraid you'll reject me if I show you who I really am. Because they already think that you've 8 of Cups this, right? I come in, I put my cards on the table. I'm destined to get my ego bruised. We said that. I don't think they've knocked through that ego yet. I let my pride and ego held me back and stopped me from being my authentic self. I'm afraid you'll reject me because I fear I'm not good enough for you. My self-confidence was just a facade. Huge confirmation. Whatever they chose above this connection, it was their insecurities. They never felt good enough for you, and now you're sitting there manifesting miracles. Jeez Louise. Sign. Let's just get a couple more. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I cannot see this person budging here. You just got the lightning. Hold on. Look at all the decks we're going for. This is very... I normally do it in sections. This is... I think maybe it is this person back and forth. Hold on. This lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany. Through an upheaval, transformation. Hold on. 3 cards. If confession, they'll be back, or communicate come out, you've got movement this week. If not, it's just a clarity reading. What's this lightning? Okay, now emotions are running high. This could still take a few months here. And I'm not going to lie, or maybe your lightning happened a few months ago. Cups in tarot is months. Something to do with pets could have tied to this situation, but love spell, feeling bewitched. There could be a bit of magic. That's my magic card. But Cancer. You could be Cancer. They could be. But water sign. Spy. One more. Manifestation. This lightning could have been more past tense, right? But since this, the upheaval that was created, again, watch from the beginning, because it is creating a transformation. They got sovereignty and opening a sacred gateway right now, right? But, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no, it's gone. It's in my nose. You've got to trust the universe with this one. One more. What's this? Manifest. Hold on, let's get a big dice, because I feel there's... Hold on. Manifestation. 14. So 14th could be important of next month. 14 days. Hold on. 14 days to manifest. Oh, one more. Okay. This week, no, there's something brewing. In the next 14 days, you've got intimacy and you've got they'll be back, right? But that still isn't with... Let's get one more. I don't like to see they'll be back without communicate or confession. You got date night. Okay, but the universe is guiding this. So manifestation plus everything in divine time. There's something in 14 days for this collective, but... You've got to watch that first part, because like I said in that first part, that energy does not just change overnight, right? So right now, emotions are running high. There's something magically happening here with your threads. Your pets would be acting differently, but maybe part of this lightning bolt was something to do with pets as well. But if your energy is shifting this way, again, right collective, manifesting miracles, believe in the impossible or something, wasn't it? But the next 14 days or the 14th of next month, right? But again, that's not with communicate or confession. So just be careful, because the divine's got a hold of this, even in the next 14 days. Or the 14th. Okay. I think this lightning is a part, but there's a transformation lingering right now. So it's so important that you are just focusing on you and what they're trying to release you right now, right? Clearly for a reason. You got 20s at the bottom. Not today, boundaries. And that's the right collective's energy. That's the right collective's energy. The only reason you're being called to even think about this right now, something cosmically, and there's a reflection. You're feeling them, right? You're feeling them. But it doesn't mean you're longing for... There's some form of curiosity in this collective. Remember I said that. It's not you pining or you this, but there's a curiosity. I even said maybe you're a little bit vengeful at the moment. It's like you're wanting... Anyway, watch the whole thing, right? The right collective, you are like, peace out, right? It's part of this energy that's shifting. The sands, the tables are turning. Don't make it fit. One more. You're not dealing with this. You're hurt. You're avoiding whatever this is. I wouldn't say avoiding. You're just focusing on you. Sick of the hammer. Snake. Snake energies around this as well. Be careful. But wow. So your soul contract's being activated to you're ascending. You're transcending obstacles. They're going over reflection of a devil in reverse in their life. I felt that when I was reading them, right? Let it unfold the way it's meant to. Transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I don't know about that, but you definitely, there's a new phase being activated, right? Let's see what's activating in your soul contract right now with this person. With it's still going. With tarot, we'll tap in for what's coming the next 14 days or the 14th, right? Like between that time period. Okay, what's activating in your soul contract right now? Oh, God. Okay, right now this would be their deep reflection. So the scythe energy, it's over. Watch the whole thing, right? A reckoning, ripping off the band-aid was a surprise to them. It was all to prepare for a harvest season. The cut and release had to happen here. Sun, yes card. Climax of energy. This is activating divine masculine strength. Watch from the beginning. Standing in your power, releasing pride and ego, right? Success, victory, happiness, warmth. 31st of the 10th could be important. Good card. To activate a new perspective, to create a new beginning. From inexperience to energy. 13, 3113 or 1331 you could be seeing a lot of as well. But things are developing. Air sign. This. You're meant to be feeling stuck. They're meant to be feeling stuck. I felt that in that first part. I've said it twice now in this reading. They've got all of this regret, but because of their lack of confidence, they won't budge right now, right? And I said it'll come from a cosmic trigger, if anything. And then you got the manifest and trust in divine timing. They need to sieve through the things in their life. But right, things that have been feeling stuck, things that have not had doubtful, dependable, faithful energy being activated, right? You've got the sailing ship, this collective. You've got manifesting miracles as your very first card, going places. I think that's meant to come first right now. Again, they're supposed to kind of bear witness to you on this up and up spiral. Movement, going with the wind, and travel could be on the cards. 3rd of the 10th. Look at all the 3s and the 1s here. It's all, you got 10, right? 31, 13, 3rd of the 10th. 10th of the 3rd. Your whole top row is 1, 3, and 0. Wow. This is making markers. It's building markers. Okay. You know what we're going to do now, and I want to see what's activating in the next, I keep saying 14 days or the 14th. By the 14th of next month, we'll just generalize it in a chunk. All right, unexpected. They needed it. So this person, and you feel that, the non-committal for the right collective, the situationships, treating people like rubbish. This card is a lot about building a community and events and stuff, but it also says playing the field. And I just feel for this collective, this is what needs to be grim reapered. This person needs to understand how to treat people properly, right? But this is what's activating in your contract for both of you. So again, them reflecting on the choices they make and true toxic people, right? 20th of the 8th could be an important date. Sun energy. You got the divine, and and the sun, divine masculine. So they really are that sacred door, that sovereignty card. That's not bad. Hermit, maybe. If that prison of regret, I said it a lot of times, if that's them in reflection about their behavior and decisions, their nervousness, their flighty behavior, the way they communicate. Seeing through the facade. Secrets lifted. Owl energy, seeing through the facade, secrets lifted. Maybe you called them on some things that they've been denying for a long time. But they're becoming aware of their environment. That's good. Okay, this new perspective, I think it's both of you. Magic! And you got the magic card. This is my witchy poo card. Maybe this person thought for a long time you're doing magic on them, right? Or vice versa. But alchemy, you're alchemizing right now. But that is my witch's card. Spell work, potions, making something, breaking things down. 13th to the 10th. Remember I said right now you're creating magic in the energy, right? Just stay with this new perspective, new beginnings, carefree, focusing on yourself, being spontaneous, right? It's really improving the energy here. What's developing? Oh, the snake behavior. This is what's developing though, right? The deception, the backstab, the jealousy, the betrayal, the silent treatment, it's all been counterproductive. It's developing. So again, this is so important. The more you focus on this, the more acceleration you're having in other areas. And this card here is about an intelligent approach. So it's developing through intelligence, not emotion, right? And that's a big thing this collective is going. So over these things that have been stuck and now going with the wind, you've got the Jupiter card over it. Expanding. Expansion. Luck is on your side. Growth. This is making stable changes. Stable changes, turning point, destiny. Just focus on the good right now and the positivity. All right, one more for now. Fox at the bottom. Mother Gaia, your balance. Just be centered right now. Inner identity, grounding in your purpose. This is why they're offering you something big right now. Watch from the beginning. Balancing your inner and outer worlds. Balancing spirituality and practicality, right? This is good. Just stay grounded. Okay, let's see what's happening in the next, let's just say to the 14th of next month. Okay. Why is it being aligned at that time? You've got to see what's going on cosmically in your charts as well, because it's being guided cosmically for this collective. Something should be really noticeable in your chart, their chart. And that'll give you answers in yourself, like just in that, if this is to move forward or just another lesson. Oh, okay, so 14th of next month, all the obstacles, problems. Oh, it's still going. The pride, the ego, the block, the indifference, all of the delays, you've got a world over it, right? So 21st of August, and then you've got 8 again, a lot of karmic clearing happening. Completion of cycle, governing time and matter, commitments, boundaries, structure, and achievement. You're on target with something here. So, but it needs a clear focus. I always say to get a world, we need to remove the old, right? So that's why you can't fight the timing of it, because it's a world energy. It's a cycle completion. Okay. Oh, perfect. Your white wolf is being activated. Confidence, guidance, inner knowing, believing in your power, something to do with resilience and stamina, trust in divine timing. So double confirmation. What's coming? All aligned to your world and divine timing here. That's why you've got Jupiter being activated right now too. So this is just as important as what's coming here, because that's what needs to be focused on, right? All right, let's confirm these obstacles. I think those two are occurring, but let's just... The tree. Past life connection evolving, but spiritual growth. Connection to source. Something's going to ground here. Something about fertility as well, but personal growth. There's something here. Tree of life. I always say you divines, you're the little cherubs, the angels of love, the guarders of the tree. Oh, and we brought up the phoenix. So you are, with your world, you're going to go through a... Whoa. Okay. Death, rebirth, catalyst of heart's awakening with this world energy. Rising up from the ashes, a total transformation, a complete renewal. But you have to remove the old. Remember that. And again, like I said in that first part, you don't get a phoenix without fire. 25th of August could be important. 5th of the 7th, 7th of the 5th. What do you want to target with? Hold on. I want one more for this phoenix and this world. Sun. Yes, card confirmation. But it could entail a little bit of a fire to get through it first. Self-realization, vitality, the right direction. Another card of pride, right? So there will be something that activates with pride and ego with this situation as well. You got the sun twice and the sun is on the same row. Go to your bookshelf. It's the card. Page 1026, a message from your angels. If this whole reading aligns. So what you're on target with is something that's hidden and that's been a mystery. The book. 26th of October could be important. But my little charm, my clock, it stopped at 1026. Maybe you've just had a clock stop or your time's just stopped. But when time stops, so there's a mystery that's going to unfold here. It's on direct route. Memory, hidden, mystery, secrets, the unknown. Okay, having confidence with, okay, luck is on your side with whip and coffin energy, which you guys have just been through. So the arguments, the repetitive, doing it again and again, and then the coffin, the forgotten, the absent-minded, defeated, ending, breakup, done, over and out. This is what we've got the four-leaf clover and the white wolf with. 11th of the 9th, 9th of the 11th. Let's get one more for that. Perfect timing. It is all coming down to divine timing. You've got it twice here. Perfect timing, culmination of all your efforts. This energy is unstoppable. Standing the test of time, but reuniting past, present, and future. So it needs to be handled differently, right? 19th of July could be important. Oh my God, trust divine timing for your new beginning. Opportunity, jumping in, embracing the unknown, just do it. I think that's what gets activated in them because, again, they got no confidence right now. It's been developing over time. Alchemy, again, ripening, aging well, it's transforming. Okay, what I'm seeing from this, even, and you've got the time has come, I'm going to be honest, and I will confirm it all with tarot. Yes, whatever's coming by the 14th, it's very destined, right? But you've still got things here that need to be completed out. There's still things that need confidence. There's things that they're wanting you to trust in this. Now, for your very last card to be after someone steps into the unknown to do things differently, you've got the aging well, right? So it's still developing. You've got two cards here about alchemy. You alchemize through storm, right? There is something here that I feel that comes. There's a fire that needs to be walked through. It's not like it's signed, sealed, delivered, right? There's still something right. Because remember, and I can't emphasize this enough, and they confirmed it in the little black deck with the lack of confidence and insecurities. When I read that first part of them and I said, this person ain't budging, they don't have confidence, it confirmed again that they have no confidence in that little black deck. Now, remember I said the only way they're going to come forward is through a cosmic trigger. So what does that mean? The cosmos are going to trigger this because there's something clearly destined timing wise that it needs to be triggered. But it doesn't mean it's time, because they're still sitting and swallowed with insecurities and scarring of their soul and ego and pride, right? To get a phoenix, you need to break through the ego and pride. You need to weld out the old. And you could have put up a boundary and thought you finished this all, but just the way that this person is, yes, they're going through change, but I don't think they've gone through enough change. It's like you're really going to need to fall into trust and surrender with this one. But I can't stress enough, your very last card is it's still ripening. It's still aging. So we don't have the proposal, the commitment card, the Celtic knot. We don't have anything about this time being time for commitment. I'm going to be honest. It feels like one more thing to really solidify this cycle out of your dynamic. Just get one more. Yeah, but it needs to be handled carefully and gently and precisely. So this could be the stepping stone to what comes next. It's not about being nasty. It's not about this. Maybe this is the point you can at least... You've got to remember this person's reflecting and feeling burnt out from their ghosting and their childish. And it's funny because I brought this up in yesterday's reading. It doesn't matter how much love you have for someone. If that is embedded in your dynamic, you ain't getting nowhere, because it means you don't know how to deal with emotion. And I just feel this next point, it's more to see if there's been evolution, because a big thing, you guys haven't seen evolution. It's seeing and trusting, can you at least have lines of communication open without friction? Or there's something here you're meant to see first, right? It's not about trying to rush to the end stop. I feel this is something that is meant to start at least building some form of foundation, right? But anyway, let's confirm. All right. I just quickly want to get these for them. All right, how are they feeling towards you? Oh. Like, well, we know that. They're obsessed. And they're still so blocked in it all, right? So they don't have that masculine strength. Their obsession makes them feel wounded and broken. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I stalk your socials and hope to run into you when I'm out. Well, they do. They've got such a focus that you've moved on. 8 of Cups, missed opportunity now. 4 of Cups. This is, but again, they don't have the courage to move forward just yet, but it's replaying and replaying, but it's making them replay on their behavior, right? Which is good. What the? You've got obsessed over mending this and this reunion. I want to fix our connection. Will always come. That has blown me away. That's them now. So this just shows what insecurities do. This person is obsessed. They're obsessed. All they want to do is fix this. All they want to do is reunite. But they're watch from the beginning. Oh, this person would be a mess. It's their self-sabotage. And I don't even think they're realizing they're self-sabotaging. They just don't want to feel rejected by you. So they're sitting there pining in long suffering. Worried about what others... So again, the ego, the impressionable. We brought that up. That's what they need to break free from. They're afraid of what other people will say. And, it's terrible. Their habits. Will I ever be able to change? The Devil in reverse. All of those cards. So they want all of this so bad. But then to validate, instead of just understanding it's their fear of rejection, right? And I said a couple times how this person listens to everybody else around them. They are to validate instead of being self-aware. Oh no, the gossip around this, so much damage has been done. I've said X, Y, and Z. People are going to think I'm crazy. Da da da. I don't think I can change anyway, so we're destined to go down the da da. It shows the pain and imbalance in this person. That has blown me away. Anybody that is truly balanced, they feel this way for someone, nothing will stop them. Nothing will stop them. This person's very scared of getting hurt. And the sad thing is they hurt everybody else around them. Major projector. Everything they don't want done to them, they literally do to others. Sad. Miss you, want to run away with you. I don't like, this is a nice blur, but it just shows they're prone to still leave fires. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be with you alone. I miss you. I wish things were different. Mend. They want you, well, they do. They want your forgiveness, but they don't think they'll ever get your forgiveness again. I think this person truly right now thinks they've burnt this bridge. Oh, that flicked. Whoa. So there is still a bit of hope in them. I don't know if they truly know this. Reunion, hope. You're mirroring something right now. And I kept saying, I just don't understand why this right collective you'd be, again, watch from part 1. It's like you still have a bit of hope too. Gossip, that's not good. Oh, maybe they want to tell you something about this. That third party energy. I want to tell you the truth. Unblock me. You could have them blocked. You could have both. My collective yesterday, the same. You could have each other blocked. But this says unblock me physically or emotionally. But maybe their friends had a part to play in this whole again, I just think this person listens to tries to act like the people around them. Tries to be a cool cat, right? Or as well be honest about why they play this block and ghost and oh god. Habits. At least it's there. Oh. You're their favorite. And I think the obsession, I think this person's a little bit of a stalker. I think that's part of their habits too. You're their favorite. One more. Oh, so now they're starting to and we could see that in the first part. I kept saying I hope that prison of regret is self-evaluation. That's good. They're starting to understand, see your side of the story. It's not bad. But again, is what they're sitting in now, so it's brewing so much. All right, with this I just want to see more the intention. I'm gonna stick to the 14th of next month instead of just saying 14 days. Let's just okay. There it is again. This ghosting's huge because that's what's making them emotionally restless first part, right? And the blocking and so this is their intention coming in then. Wanting to break the cycles. That's good with the ghosting. And remember that literal last deviation I said with the wine. Maybe this is just a point to see if this childish behavior can be stopped. That when you are in emotional acceleration, you're not just like, that doesn't work, right? Because you walk on egg. I explained it yesterday. maybe this is just this next point to finally break this out and at least have some emotional maturity. But they are they're coming in with the intention to rebuild, right? But I still don't think for this collective, you need to heal that first. You need to see, I always say, it doesn't matter the power of connection. If you guys cannot speak to each other when emotionally charged, you ain't getting nowhere. You're delaying the inevitable. You might be with each other for a couple years, but that ain't life-term thing if you cannot communicate through a trigger, right? They'll lead with emotion though. Sensitivity. They're working on their divine feminine side. I know I need to be. So when they come into rebuild, they're going to be gentle. They're going to be soft. They're going to be in their divine feminine energy. Need to be more nurturing, understanding, and compassionate towards myself and others. I want to be more soft, loving, especially towards you. That may shock you a bit. Okay. Ghosted. This is about the 5-year plan, thinking they were this, that. Maybe this person just was never where, again, they see you as a 6 of Wands. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me. They really don't have confidence when it comes to you. So they could have been doing this in and out because they just weren't happy with where they were in their life. Well, that was their excuse that they were making to themselves. But remember that third-party interference came out. One more for that. Virgo could be an important sign though. One more. And their insecurities. This is about, and the way you glow, right? But this is a glow up card. I'm working on myself every day. I hope to improve spiritually, emotionally. So they are really wanting to work on this ghosting, right? Better person that deserves you. I'm slowly moving forward in my talking to myself. This might sound so irrelevant. For the right collective, it won't. That aging well, alchemizing. You guys cannot heal this. You're not getting anywhere. This next point is to, and this is why they're going to ignite fire and storm, and to see, no matter how triggered either of you are you just going to do this? Because it won't work long term. What's coming next? Again, don't be thinking, the bugger the words. You want to see through maybe you choosing silence, or you not being so prompt with messages, or if there is a little bit of a challenge, not a challenge that you face. If there's no communication and they just shut down, that's your answer enough, right? The universe is going to make sure to trigger you both into this energy to see, have you overcome this, right? It's coming out in every deck. For the right collective, that needs to be sorted before you even think about moving forward with anyone in your life, even if it's friends and like that. It's just, you get lessons with other people. And you yourself might embody this. You could be someone that you could be in the middle of a conversation. You end up just dropping off like a fly. Let it be with family, friends, past lovers. For you to have such a big reflection of this, you would embody it yourself in some form of way, right? That is what's going to break your cycles. And you've got to break something here. Watch the whole thing. Oh God. So that wanted to come out before. You got 6. This person definitely sees you as a soul connection, right? Soulmate. So this is what's leading them towards you. The power of your connection, wanting to be soft, wanting to rebuild. But that's going to be a hurdle. I always say this, when you're not triggered, you can promise black and blue you're not going to do something, right? It's when you're triggered. Can you fight that impulsive place in that moment? This person clearly does this on impulse. That's when you really see, are they working on trying to change it, right? Don't fall short to the words. Oh, okay. That's not, oh no, good. I was going to say that's not good. They're wanting forgiveness for maybe... I say this for divines, until they awaken, until they're connected, they don't see this journey. They think it's crazy. They put you in the toot-toot basket. Until they activate, until they start to understand, until they get the guidance, just like when you guys activate, you find out all the information, you're just like sponges, right? Until that happens, not that it's excusing their behavior, but They don't get it, but they want forgiveness over this for not seeing this sooner, right? It's twice they got forgiveness come out. This is why they're going to be gentle, open, but again, that row doesn't matter. That row doesn't matter. It's this row that matters. Truly. Watch the whole thing. You got to get through that before anything. Cosmic love at the bottom. It's not the words. Just saying, because you've got a world energy by the 14th here. Something needs to be closed out. Okay, and you've got the tree of life again at the bottom, like as a charm that was there. All right, I'm getting moon cards, then I'm getting tarot. All right. Show them the real you. Don't let pride get in your way. And you got, how many cards of pride have come out in this? Even the universe's deck. Right now, you're working through pride. They are. And then by the 14th, it came out again. And your first card, don't let pride get in the way. You might not think it now, but that means your ego is going to be activated. Your shadow. Don't let pride get in your way. Are you trying to rush to the end stop just because you want to win? Are you trying to push for answers? And like this is going to be activated in both of you, your pride, right? There's something here that needs to be handled, snowflake energy. Are you going to let all your resentment come out? Are you going to put yourself on an ivory tower? But you've done this. That's not how this needs to be approached, right? This is just being receptive and aware, neutral. Moving with logic, not emotion, and definitely not pride. You're both going to have to step outside of your comfort zone with this one because it has to be handled differently to any other time. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's meant to. Again, watch from part 1. But you could. Slow and steady. Personal issue. The ghost, biggest one. Personal issue will reach resolution if you don't let pride get in your way. If you step outside of your comfort, move neutral. 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 Every time you want to be emotional, sit, pause, reflect. Even if it takes a week, move with logic. Do not move with emotion in this situation because this person's moving with extreme emotional charge here. 2 emotionally charged people that this person prone to ghost and but setting yourself up for disaster. Okay, it's a time for healing, not pride. Truth. This is a very important stepping stone for this collective. You are good enough. By you believing in yourself, it's going to help them. This person struggles with every deck, their confidence, right? So them stepping outside of there, it's going to take every single mite of their confidence, which is being activated by a cosmic trigger, mind you. So what's going to happen? They may come in like this, but they are literally sitting insecurities, right? So if you don't handle it, snowflake energy, logical, very intelligent, calm, neutral, because they'd be highly sensitive. If you are too forthright, if you are too blunt, this person, they're going to do exactly what you're meant to heal in this point. The ghost, the block, right? You both need to have to show each other the real you. This is why the overly nice or the overly like you just have to be transparent. This is how you're going to be able to get to a personal issue being resolved. If your pride's coming up, my ego's being activated, I'm getting triggered, I need a little bit of don't just go silent for a week, or don't just, whatever you're feeling, be vulnerable and open, right? Not emotionally, but just be open. Just talk about what you're feeling. This is annoying me. That's irritating me. That's clearly something I need to reflect on. I don't want to get into an argument. I'm really emotionally charged right now. Just let me, whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, be transparent, right? But don't blame everything. Self-reflect, because when we're triggered by anything, there's something we need to self-reflect on. So before reacting, say, I need to self-reflect right now because I'm wanting to blame you for something, or I'm wanting to this, I'm wanting to that. Give me some time, right? Whatever it may be. Both of you, pride's going to be up. And even this Right Collective, you got to heal the ghosting thing and say that. In the past, I've just walked on eggshells because you just ghost and run. I'm sick of worrying about it. I've been excessively nice. I've been excessively accepting because it was a fear of mine that you would, and that's clearly abandonment codependence. But these are stuff that you need to be open with. How much it's affected you, right? This blocking, it's childish. Whatever you feel in the moment, just be transparent. Be transparent, right? Don't just blame, self-reflect. And I always say, when you're choosing to go within, it might take a week or two to really understand the situation in the right lens. People think waiting it out, you're obsessing more. Even if it's 1 to 2 days, you're obsessively thinking about it. You've got to wait till you are in a neutral standpoint, right? One more. Oh, one more. Meditate and contemplate. Truth. Find center before expression. Truth. And prosperity lies ahead. Definitely for this collective. The end of a tough cycle will approach if you let it. But you're going to get a fire to end it out. World. Remember that. Don't have expectation of sunshine and roses. Or even say that. Be vulnerable. I'm literally at the point every time I hear from you, I'm looking for the lesson. Instead of just taking this at face value, I don't like that. I don't want to just see you as one big lesson. Like, just be honest, right? Be honest. Just what you feel, don't subside. Allow for spontaneous expression as long as it's tactful, kind, and balanced, right? If it's not, if it's too emotionally charged, you feel like you're going to move on impulse from a rash, like frustrated place, pause, meditate, contemplate. Okay? All right. The next section. Oh. They're coming in complete anxiety. So the confidence, again, is coming from up above, right? They're not seeing it right. The Emperor with the King of Pentacles. Whoa. Oh, my God. These are powerful, but the sad thing is they're leading with an Eight of Swords. They're going to be an anxious mess. They're going to be an anxious mess. So they might present really strong in confidence, like they're about to lock in. True divine masculine strength. You got the Emperor and my favorite king here. Very secure, strong sense of self, right? Law and order, structure, wanting to soothe the chaos, presenting very trustworthy, driving them, you're their wish. They're going to seem emotionally balanced and still. But over the top of it all, a big fat Eight of Swords. So what's that? Highly, highly temperamental. Remember, your biggest test is this whole gross and block and blah. So and this is a bit alarming that someone can present this way, a mask over the top of complete mental anguish, right? Alarm bell. Oh, this will blow you away. They're going to come in strong and very confident. Very confident. Just remember, if they're really this, nothing you say or do is going to be the... They wouldn't give up. But I will say, very little bit stubborn, this one. And controlling that one. So, oh my God. But that's the soul contract being at. But they want reconciliation here. And you can see it. The reunion, they are going to come in all guns blazing. So again, temper tantrum if they don't get their way. You choosing patience and wisdom and to be wise and aware and slow and steady. If they were really this, they wouldn't give up. They're not going to chuck a temper tantrum because they can't control the excessive energy and just block you and put it out, right? Just remember that. All right, your advice, how you should deal with it. Definitely snowflake energy, gentle. But Page of Swords, intelligent, wise, aware. Don't ignore the details. Don't ignore the red flags. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, revise. Have caution around you. You can put it under review, but it doesn't mean you have to have caution. Caution. I think keep it stuck. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I think that's the biggest test here. If they're presenting like this, they should be patient, right? They'll be patient. They will let you have time to find balance. And if they can't do that, again, that is all one big fat mask. Queen of boundaries, intelligence. Don't be cutthroat. Intelligent, no emotion. We kept saying it. Neutral intelligence, right? Boundaries. This is advice from up above. That is going to really, I feel that is going to be like, I can't stress it enough with that logic. Be grounded. Pentacles and sort of be grounded. Ten of Cups. It could be with Hierophant, 100%. You can't go from a Ten of Swords to a Ten of Cups. I say it all the time, right? Have that in the back of your mind, right? But also think, you should know now your values and your morals and what you need and want. Who do you really view as creating a Ten of Cups of life with? Wouldn't you want someone emotionally balanced, someone you can communicate with, someone when you're feeling triggered, you guys can soothe each other, someone that when it's a challenge that needs to be faced doesn't turn into a disagreement, an argument, an escapist approach? Isn't that who you'd want a Ten of Cups with? Especially if you're wanting this person to father, mother your children. It's not just your lover, it's the example, their upbringing as well. Remember, childhood trauma starts from pretty much we take our first breath from our examples, right? So this collective, if you're really this in the back of your mind, who do you envision standing by your side for the rest of your life? Do you know what I'm saying? Be logical here. Because if this is a mask, and cycles repeat. You know what I'm hearing myself say? I said this, I think, was it last week or the week before? It was a reading I did. I'm hearing it. And I said, it's like this person just mirrored to you yourself when you met. They knew exactly what to say or how they were mirroring you, right? It's like this person put you in a whirlwind because you thought your souls had aligned, but they were just reflecting back to you who you were. So if that happened in the past here, you want to make sure, and they've presented like this in the past, and then long and behold, it became too hot and heavy. And what happened? This person did the see you later. Now you're seeing them as a non-committal. What was I doing? Right? Don't repeat the cycle. Sorry, I can't stress it. It could really be your key to something great, but you can't get past what the universe is telling you. That last card, that this is still developing. This is time to alchemize. It's still ripening here, right? Don't fall short to the facade, okay, is all I'm saying. And if that is truly their intention, they will not give up. They will not give up. You cannot deny this, right? Just saying. Okay. Outcome. That's good. You got Six of Cups. What's that with? Because I feel that should be Sun. I've felt this should be upright. You could. That's good. But be patient. Your outcome, second chance at love, nostalgia, reigniting the past, victory, triumph, success, declaration of love, but everything being illuminated, truths being revealed, happiness, happiest card in the deck, confidence. That's a good spread. That'll take time. That will take time. You can't get that without trust. The trust that's been broken here, trust takes time to build. Okay. Hermit, healing, higher perspective, soul searching. You're going to need to be in alignment with this. But again, take time. Your communication is so important here. Hierophant. Could lead to marriage. This person could be presenting as a very Six of Swords. You really could come out of the storm. But again, just like the world, it needs to be moved on from. Slow and steady. Let's get one more for this Hierophant. Values. Really make sure your values and your morals align before moving forward. Oh. You cannot be proven. Remember, the things that are stuck with the going with the wind is to create dependability, consistency, endurance, stamina, all of that. To be proved, let's just say that's externally their capability. You need to see them endure. You need to see them hold the line. You need to see that through. And we've said it so many times. A little challenge isn't going to make this person run to the door, right? You've got to see that they're ready. Because this collective, you've got this in your energy. You have to be realistic. That needs to be proved, right? For both of you, that you can trust in one another, that you're just not going to fall. Loyalty. I'm hearing the word loyalty and strength. How to control emotion, how to tame things, how to have confidence. There's infinite potential around it, but there's work. Even your outcome. Beautiful energy. You've got potential. That will take time to prove. Just remember that. I'm just here for advice. Okay, charmies. You've got the little protection charm here, but this is a rapid moving charm for me, and you got the lightning. It's all starting now for you, though. The energy, again, watch from the beginning. The energy you need to focus on and the balance, and could have just eaten something spicy, though. Love heart, I, D, and F. Balancing your energy, dolphin, seashell, center, golden butterfly, V. Tree of life. Let's come out twice in this reading. Okay, important dates, memories. 16th of the 11th, 12 by itself. Oh my God, you've got 11, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13 here. 13th of the 10th, 13th of the 6th. 11th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 11th, 8th of the 5th, 5th of the 8th, 7th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 7th. All right, and 9. Oh no, 8. I said 89, 98. All right. Lots of love, my angels.